How's it going? I'm Adam for N Stars, and today I am reviewing the new Netflix action comedy Day Shift, starring Jamie Foxx as Bud Jablonski, a vampire slayer who's been thrown out of a vampire slaying union. That's right, there's a vampire slaying union. And he pretends to be a pool boy by day so that he can get in houses and kill vampires. You collect the teeth, you make the cash. But the problem is, he finds out that his ex-wife, played by Megan Good, is going to take his adorable daughter down to Florida to live with her mother. So he has to earn $10,000 in 1 week in order to convince his ex-wife that he is stable and that they can stay, so that he can keep seeing his daughter, because it's the only thing in his life that he really loves. Now, what makes this movie so cool is the action. It's the first vampire movie I've seen in a long time that is fun, funny, action-packed, and the action is good. This movie is directed by a stuntman named J.J. Perry. He worked on things like John Wick. The way the movie is structured is very much, like I said, like Blade or Dusk Till Dawn. It has that like tongue-in-cheek comedy, but with ridiculously well choreographed fight scenes. The vampires move like vampires I've never seen before. They bend backwards and contort. There's one point where a vampire is literally using its feet with a knife to fight somebody because it got knocked over on its head. The lore works. The weapons are great. Everything about this movie is just a big ball of fun. So Jamie Foxx has to get back into the Union. So Snoop Dogg, who plays, that's right, I said Snoop Dogg, plays a black cowboy vampire hunter named Big John. And he is just like the biggest swinging wang in the room. He is amazing in this. He's funny as hell. He's typical Snoop Dogg, but with that cowboy edge that just it had me giggling the whole way through. And Jamie Foxx is a badass who now has to work with a behind the desk clerk who played by Dave Franco. And Dave Franco is just a nerd. He pees his pants every time he sees a vampire, and he just wants to, be a bookkeeper. He wants to be the accountant for this vampire union. But his boss wants him as an insider to keep an eye on Jamie Foxx so that he can guarantee that Jamie Foxx will never work for them again. He needs him to screw up. So Jamie Foxx takes him on a bunch of jobs, is basically keeping him alive the whole time, and Dave Franco is funny. He is a great goofy sidekick, plays well against Jamie Foxx, who's the king of one-liners in this movie. And may I suggest, put on the subtitles. The action's really loud and the dialogue's really low, and Jamie Foxx has some great lines that you miss if you're not listening properly. So the movie goes on, and there's a uber vampire played by Carla Souza. She's on Home Economics, plays Topher Grace's wife. Very funny comedic actress. And she is just a badass vampire in this, who's also a real estate agent who's buying up houses in the valley in California and making this giant thing of vampire sunblock. Stole that from Blade, but whatever. I'm still loving this movie. She plans on selling all these houses to different vampires, let them take over the valley so that they can become more powerful. It's an easy plot, nothing too crazy, but what's amazing about this movie is the action, the comedy, the camaraderie. Every actor in this movie is fun and funny and great at it. They bring in Scott Adkins. You may not know Scott Adkins. He is a really, really well-seasoned stuntman and action movie actor who does not get enough play in film. And to see him in this, really doing his thing, was just a revelation. I love Scott Adkins. Watch Ninja 1 and Ninja 2. You will have a good time with Scott Adkins. The movie also stars Steve Howey from Shameless, plays the brother to Scott Adkins' character. You have Natasha Liu Badizzo, who plays this kind of vampire who's trying to make good. She doesn't want to be a vampire, got turned, so she's kind of like, screw vampires, I'm going to kill them. And you also have Peter Stormare in a very small role, but he's always fun. He's the Russian guy from Armageddon. You know him, you love him. Now, what is so excellent about this film, like I said, is the action. The action is, it's what happens when you let a stuntman who's been in the industry for a while direct a film. He knows how it's supposed to look, how it's supposed to move. The vampires contort like acrobatics. The fight scenes are intense and insane. Big explosions, big gunfire. I mean, but fun. It's fun. Even the gore is silly and fun. The movie doesn't take itself seriously because it's a vampire hunting movie where they have a union. I mean, it knows it's ridiculous, and that's part of the beauty of this movie. Whatever you're doing later, take a break. Go watch Day Shift. If you like vampires, action, Jamie Foxx just being a wise ass, actually everybody being a wise ass. The dialogue in this movie is hysterical. You love every character. Everything moves along at a clip. There's almost never a lull. And it's just fun. It's just plain old fun. And no glittery vampires, no, Interview with the Vampire European style where they're just hitting on women and being, aristocratic. None of that crap. No, this is balls to the wall action, and you will have a good time if that's your bag. So like I said, Day Shift, hoping this movie gets a sequel because damn, it's excellent. It's one of the best vampire movies I've seen in a while, and it's on Netflix. You can watch it right now. Have yourself a good time. So I've been Adam Mock for N Stars. Go watch Day Shift. You will not be let down by this one. And I don't know if you know this, but my cohorts and I here at N Stars have been given the ultimatum of getting 5,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel in a month. An impossible task, many think, and we even do. So we decided to make a web series about it and spoof the real life that we're living every day at work. So do us a favor. Help us out here. We're struggling writers who became content creators. Who knew? So do us a favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify. Every week, a new episode of our web series, Please Help, will be coming out. It's with myself, Jessica Chen, Melanie Weir, Carly Postina. You've seen us all at some point on the channel. You've read our work, and we would really appreciate if you just smash the hell out of that subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma, set her up for an account. She's not going to know. Just say, Grandma, I'm just going to sign you up for something. You never have to check it again. We want subscribers. We need subscribers. We want to keep our jobs. So if you could do that for us, we'd love you for it. So until next time, I'm Adam Mock. Please subscribe.